Hello and welcome to Roosevelt Rebel with your host Tisa Rebel Beltran. Take 3. Yes, take 3. My goodness. I am exhausted. It's my first day back from 3-day weekend. Sunday I painted. Yesterday I just relaxed and watched TV. I also Sunday went to brunch and helped plan a bridal shower. So that was good. And also went to Target and bought stuff for my head because I bought a new shaver for my head because my clippers were making my freaking head bleed. So I had to buy some thing for my scalp. Yeah. Anyhow, you don't need to know that. Alright, so today I'm going to discuss music. I watched and started watching a couple of things that are focused on music this weekend. First thing, last night I started watching and finished, and I wasn't even paying attention to it because that's how much you need to pay attention to it. But if you have young children, please pay attention to it with your child and enjoy the show with them. Cinderella with Camila Cabello. It was okay. The music was good. The visuals were good. But it reminded me of Beauty and the Beast in the beginning. And it also reminded me of Hamilton. So it feels like they pulled a bunch of different musicals and threw it in here. So it was not entertaining for myself. And I feel like they have to have Cinderella for every generation. So like this generation's Cinderella is this one, and then there was the other Cinderella, and then there was another one, and there was another one. You know what I'm saying. But the music was good. That's all, really. So that she sang Queen songs, which freaking Anne Hathaway sang in Ella Enchanted. It's called Ella Enchanted, I believe. So I love her. I love Camila. I saw her open for Taylor Swift in 2018 for the Reputation tour. Charlie XCX was there as well. So I do enjoy her music to a certain extent. I think what bugs me the most is her relationship with Shawn Mendes, because he gets on my nerves. I saw Shawn Mendes the same year that I saw the Reputation tour. I think it was the same year. Charlie Puth opened for Shawn Mendes. Charlie Puth was so much better. Oh my god. It was just him and the crowd, and it was pretty good. It was amazing. I did not care for Shawn Mendes' set. And he gets on my nerves. He has some good songs. Like his first album was really good. But he just kind of gets on my nerves now. And just his little 12-year-old self looking and getting sexualized. But he looks like a little 12-year-old. And my nephew listens to him every day. So hearing him singing Stitches every day, it's cute because, you know, he's a 5-year-old singing Stitches. But yeah. So I was a little hesitant of watching this because people were complaining about the gay banter between her and Billy Porter. I watched it and it was like, whatever. I didn't feel any offense towards it. It was just whatever. And people were just like, oh my god, I don't think I'm going to watch it because of this scene. And I'm like, what the fuck? Don't watch it anyway because it's not really worth the time. If you have a small child, it is worth the time. But you can skip it. Unless you really want to hear the music. That's all. And then another thing that I kept putting it off. I started watching Julie and the Phantoms. I was like, I don't know if I really want to see it. This is kind of feel like Nickelodeon. But then I was just like, what the fuck? I'm just going to watch it. It is so good. Kenny Ortega is the director. He did High School Musical. He's done so many things. Like, if you look him up, he has done directed so many shows. And the show is really good. The acting is kind of okay. It is feeling kind of Nickelodeon, Teen Nick, kind of, but a little bit more PG-13, PG-14, kind of higher, but it is good. The music is amazing. It is so good that I went to my listening platform and I downloaded the album. That's how good it is. And I want to find out who the writers of the music are, because that's how good it is. And the plus, I watched my regular shows, Work in Progress and L Word Generation Q. Those are, my Sunday night things to watch. And Dave, I miss Dave. I'm going to say that because that's another show that I watch because of the music and just the storyline is really good. And I'm sure you've heard me talk about it in other podcasts. I think I discussed it on The Girls Are Back Shot About It, which was, you should go and listen to it. Shot About It, episode 3, I believe, season 2, episode 3. The Girls Are Back. And episode 4 I released last week as well. So you should go and listen to those. Remember, Shot About It. That's the other show. That's where we get drunk and talk. We don't mean to get drunk. You take a shot and shit happens sometimes. Especially when you quit drinking. It happens. So, I decided that I'm going to be doing 2 podcasts of this show during the week. The first one's going to hit on Monday or Tuesday, and it's going to be like 15 minutes. And then the second one's going to hit on Thursday or Friday, and it's going to be 15 minutes. Because of my scheduling right now with school, I feel that this would be a better way to get information still out there and still put out work, podcasts, and be able to get my work done. So this week, this episode is about music, and I feel like at the end of the week, it's going to be about, I don't know yet, something maybe a little bit more serious. Who knows? Maybe, okay, yeah. I'm not going to just go through my train of thought with you right now because I'm exhausted, and I'm sure you guys don't want to hear me go through my train of thought. Here's my little ADD workflow chart. But you should really look into watching Julie and the Phantoms. I give it an 8 out of 10. I give freaking Cinderella a 6. Maybe even a 5. Only because, like, the clothing, the outfits are really, really nice. So, like I said, Ella, it sounds like Ella Enchanted, and it feels like they just took other musicals and brought it into this one. And that's just what everybody's doing. Remake after remake, remake after remake, and stealing from here, taking an idea. Well, actually, so I'm a part of a few artist pages on Facebook. One of the ones that I recently joined, they said, it's not stealing an idea. It is borrowing the idea and making it your own. Except for Olivia Rodrigo this week, who had to pay out Paramore money for Misery Business, and then she also had to pay out Taylor Swift for fucking the other one. And then the other one that sounds like freaking the New Year's song. Oh my god, like, okay, I understand liking music and being inspired and all that, because I myself am a musician, and so I have inspiration coming from other people. But to take note for note is definitely not a good idea. Like, I have some songs that I sounds like Airborne Toxic Event, and I'm like, wow. After writing the song and playing it, I'm like, wow, I really was inspired by them with this song. Apparently, because it sounds like inspired by them. But this girl went and if you've been on TikTok or you've been anywhere where they have the comparison of Misery Business and that her song is it Good For You? I don't even remember what song it is. One of them, off the album Sour. And you play them together, and it's just like, it's the song. And then the other one is Taylor Swift. Oh, gotta excuse me, I'm exhausted. The Taylor Swift song, oh, it's not gonna come. Like, there was a block. Like, there were so many songs popping, but they were like blocked by tired. I'm so tired. I don't know if I said that I was, my time scheduling is doing really good this week. I usually am on the computer from 8 a.m. to 1 a.m., but I was only on from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. today because I was like, you need to focus, you need to get it done. Don't start doing this, don't start getting down a rabbit hole of freaking getting way out of everything, just losing it. And I didn't. I was messaging my friend, though, about a mutual about mutual drama with, like, not like us, but themselves with big time shit. Like, I think I mentioned it before on one of the episodes. I don't know what episode, about going to jail and all this other stuff. So it was just like updating on that stuff. But I did focus. I did get my homework done. So yay, getting things accomplished and getting ADD done. I've also been using my planner very well, like to the T, just trying to get everything situated, things done, and remembering things to do. And I even scheduled painting. I think I said that. I scheduled painting in on Sunday because I had bought a paint set, like a month or two ago from Michaels. And the really good thing about Michaels is they have a firm payment plan where you can split up your payments into four, or you can split up your payment into 4 payments. So every 2 weeks you make a payment on something. So if, like, you spend $60, you're spending like $15 every 2 weeks to pay off the supplies that you have. And I think I've mentioned this before. So if you are somebody like me who is having a hard time with money, not because you don't know how to work money, just because shit happens, and you can't pay outright for it, then this is a good thing. There's no interest rates on it. You don't gain any interest. It's just flat out, if you spend $60, you pay the $60. So I've been using that for the past, since April, I don't know how many months that is, to get supplies that I need to paint. And I don't spend a lot of money. It's just enough to get me by until I can actually start affording things. But I do have enough paints now that I'm very happy with. And the paints that I was getting to, that I'm working with, they're neon. And so I will put a picture up on Instagram of the painting that I'm working on right now. On _rebel_riot_. So go to that page on Instagram and look at the painting, and you can see the colors that I'm working with. And then it's blues right now. I tried to do a TikTok at _rebel_riot_. I started recording it, and then I accidentally exited out of it, and I lost the whole process of me painting this painting. So I just gave up and was like, okay, I'm just going to do it and paint it and not record it. So I will paint or post it on Instagram so you can see this new painting and, like, the neon and the different colors. Like, I think I really enjoy it. So the colors that I use in it are gray, bright blue, and I think neon blue, and a bright yellow and black. And I just, I wish I didn't exit out, and you could have seen how I progressed to where I am. But it's a really beautiful painting, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So I did that on Sunday, and I have enough paints now, I think, that I can sell my nipple paintings. So if you're interested in purchasing a nipple painting, if you go to my Instagram at OG_TR Beltran, you can see the nipple painting. I'll repost that one onto Rebel Riot. How's that? On Rebel Riot _Rebel_Riot_ Instagram, I will post my new one that I started painting and my old one that is a nipple painting, and you can see what I'm doing. And so I'll be making little 2x2 or 3x3s nipple paintings, and I'll be selling them for like $10 or $15.